Hey everyone, it's me, Sunshine Mexico, and I'm gonna try and keep this as a quick update video. I didn't want to have another update video so soon after my last one, where it's like I'm back and I'm not a VTuber anymore, but here we are. I want to explain why I was gone for a little bit, and I was gonna have stuff out and released, but I just wasn't able to. I burnt the back of my throat from smoking too hard, and it wasn't fun. Talking wasn't fun. Trying to even not talking wasn't fun because I'd have to clear my throat or it would just be agitated, and it fucking hurt and sucked. So I just didn't record anything. I'd rather just let my throat rest, heal, and then once I'm able to get into it and start doing a bunch of stuff. So that's what's going on now. That's the plan. I'm feeling much better. If I didn't feel good enough to record a video, I wouldn't be here now. I do have a little list of things I want to get to because I don't want to fucking get distracted, because the last few recording attempts of this I have been distracted. So my next thing is that we're not going to stream anymore. No more Twitch streaming for the most part. Looking at it, I just don't have the time for it. My work has been ramping up quite a bit. I've been a bit extra busy, and I just don't have the time. That's it. I just don't have the time to sit down and stream for a decent amount of time, and I feel like in terms of streaming, I'm just gonna fall behind compared to everyone else that I know streams personally. So I'm not gonna stream. Might in the future, right? I might stream in the future when work slows down, but being a mechanic during the summer, a lot of people are out and about, a lot more vehicles show up. It's a pain in the ass. So I'm just gonna put streaming on hold. That being said, I might show up on Friends stream as well. I'm not too sure on that. I might show up on Friends streams. That's it for that one. That's it for that one. I was like, is there anything else? No. Moving on, with Harvest Moon and Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life, I remember mentioning in the video that I wanted to do a separate playthrough of those so you can get the differences and whatnot. I won't be doing that anymore. I wanted to, but with Grand Bazaar coming out so soon, literally next month, mid-August, it will come out. I will be playing that one, and I don't want 3 series up on my channel where it's all farming games. And don't get me wrong, I fucking love A Story of Seasons and Harvest Moon and so on and so forth, but I'd rather have other stuff up on the channel. It's not just constant farming games, right? I want to play through Skyward Sword. I want to play through Deus Ex. I want to play through Iconoclast, to the indie game. You know, just there's a bunch of games I want to play through. So that's the plan. So I'm not going to do separate playthroughs of Harvest Moon and Story Seasons of Wonderful Life. Sorry. If you were looking forward to that, I'm very sorry. Maybe later down the line I can do that with probably Animal Parade, right? If they ever do a remake of that, which I really hope you do. Please make a remake of Animal Parade. I'm so excited for a remake of Animal Parade because I do really like that game, even though I haven't sunk as much time in it compared to the other two. That being said, moving on. Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar will be a short playthrough on my channel. I don't know if we're going to go through a full year. I kind of would like to do a full year of that game. But at the same time, I'm thinking maybe just up until the end point of summer, and then just kind of up to the player to play through it if they want more. But maybe up to a full year. That's up in the air. I'm not too sure, but I want to play that one. It is one of my favorite Harvest Moon games, story season games. And now, I ranked it high in my list. I forget what position, but I know it's high on my list. But I want to play it, and specifically, I would like to play it on my channel. So that's the plan. I mentioned, I believe I want to play Skyward Sword. That's going to happen around late August, early September. I want to record it in batches where I can have a lot of footage to edit and render, and a lot of videos to be able to upload as well. So it's not going to be just one video and then wait a little bit and another video. It's going to be like 5 videos released pretty frequently, and it's a batch, and then in the middle of that batch being uploaded, I'm going to record more so I can have just another batch ready to go. That's generally the plan, right? So if I can't fulfill that promise, you guys will know on my Twitter, also on Blue Sky as well. Funnily enough, Blue Sky does not know that I've stopped becoming a VTuber. I probably should tell them that. I just barely go on Blue Sky. I mostly go on Twitter because I've done a lot more on Twitter. And also, both platforms are very different. So... But moving on from that one, different games. I already talked about the few other games I want to record. The Iconoclast. I want to play through Deus Ex with also Skyward Sword. I don't want to just be a Nintendo-focused channel. Even though, obviously, if you look through the videos that have been released by me, I'm not only a Nintendo-focused channel. I do play a bunch of different sorts of video games. So just know that there's gonna be a big variety on top of the other stuff that I want to do. So once we're gonna be having Harvest Moon and Story Seasons as the chill playthrough games that we'll play that are long as fuck videos. Um, with the occasional story heavy game that are shorter videos, but that get a bit more to the story on top of also doing some side content if I want to do that side content in that moment, right? I don't want to say I'm going to do all the side content, or I'm going to say I'm not going to do any of the side content. I know with Deus Ex, some of the side content's actually kind of good. Same with Iconoclast, it's interesting. Okami as well. You know, games have side content, and I will pursue side content as I see fit in that playthrough. So, yeah. Also, I'm actually gonna do this at the end of the video. Also, I'm getting new hardware, new setup. I now have 3 monitors instead of 4. I used to have 4. My ultra wide is gone because I was getting kind of annoyed of having a big ass rectangle right up there that was barely being used. Which, so that's it. That kind of sucks that I got rid of it, but it's fine. I will be using it for other things. But I just want to have 3 monitors for the time being because I can work with the 3 monitors I got now. Being said, I want to explain to you how it's set up. So I have 2 horizontal, my left and right are horizontal. Normally OBS would be over here if I'm recording stuff. Discord and the Twitch website up here on my right, which my right monitor is now vertical. Is a big boy, and I can split that in half. I can just do it in half, and we'd be fine. Also on top of that, we'll be getting a new webcam somewhat soon. I want to have a better quality. This is 1080p from like 2015. So it doesn't look great. I mean, yeah, you can still make out like it's definitely a guy here, right? But you can still make out the Boat Goes Vintage stuff. But the higher quality webcam will go a long way, especially since the 1080p technology has jumped a long way. I also want to say that I probably won't ever push 4K content unless the setup here can ever reliably do 4K content. The only reason for that is because I know the majority of people are still okay with 1080p. It's the people that have the money that will like 4K, but I know they will watch 1080p if they can, if that's the only thing they got, because I know there's some people out there that still watch a fuck ton of 1080p videos, like me, for example. Also gonna get new headphones. The plastic here is cracking, so I'm scared that one day soon I'm gonna take these off and it's just gonna crumble. So I did order new headphones. Those should be coming in next week. I also ordered GameCube controllers as well, and an adapter so I can plug into my PC and use the actual GameCube controller on the PC, which would be nice because it's gonna feel so authentic, and I'm so fucking excited for that. On top of that, though, I also do want to try and play games on OG hardware as often as I can. I have a Nintendo 64 over here. I would need to get a new Nintendo 64 controller because the ones I do have suck balls. And then I also have a GameCube and the Wii and the Wii U. And I would like to, if I ever have to play games on those consoles, I would like to be able to try my best to be able to play on original hardware. If not, it will be through emulators, but it will be my own personal copy of games. I own a lot of games on Steam, so I know I will never run out of content in terms of stuff like that, right? But for the most part, if it comes to a game that I can only play on console, try and go for the original hardware, especially if it's a game that I have played before and really enjoyed. Like, I own a physical copy of Animal Parade, but if I just for some reason couldn't ever get my Wii to work, or I couldn't get anything for the Wii, which I'm sure there is, I can get stuff for the Wii, right? I would most likely just emulate it. And I'm considering heavily on just emulating it instead because I can make it run better on emulation. But that being said, I do already own a physical copy, so that works in my favor. So yeah, that's the plan with that stuff. The last thing I'm going to be talking about is the point of every social media I have and what will make them different compared to each one. Twitch and YouTube, whenever I stream and whenever I do YouTube videos, will be more gaming oriented. Sometimes YouTube won't be, but very rarely will you see videos show up on my YouTube channel that isn't gaming, be it video essays, be it a top 10, so on and so forth. Maybe you'll get the occasional video essay in top 10 that it's not about gaming, but you'll most likely just get stuff focused about gaming here and on Twitch. Twitch is mostly where I stream games. Potentially Twitch will be where I work on personal projects as well, where it's like, okay, I have a Lego, I want to build this Lego, I'll stream it. Oh hey, I have a Gundam I want to build the Gundam. Or I'm gotta edit this long ass fuck video, let's work on editing that video, right? I'll do that. Or I want to doodle for quite a bit, let's fucking doodle on Twitch, right? We'll just do that shit. That's the plan, where it's a bit more open. But on YouTube is mostly gaming. Twitter and Blue Sky, which I haven't updated Blue Sky on what is going on with me, which I should. I just don't go on Blue Sky that much because whenever I go on there, there's like really nothing I like there. I know I have to kind of look for it, but I just browse Reddit. And I can just get stuff I like on Reddit more. Sorry. I do want to use Blue Sky more than Twitter, but also Twitter has a lot of the stuff. A lot of the stuff I interact with there the most. Blue Sky doesn't have that, sadly. So Twitter and Blue Sky are both going to be used for pretty much the same thing, where I'll be updating people about the goings-ons in my life and the updates on stuff when it comes to some series or whatever. So I won't be making update videos about a 2-minute update video like, by the way, Skyward Sword has to be canceled or whatever. You know, you'll see that on Twitter. You'll see that on Blue Sky. TikTok will be the final platform I talk about, which I'm going to talk about now. I don't know why I talked about it that way, but that's going to be where I just kind of fuck around and goof off a little bit. You'll see a bit more of a silly side to me, even though I tend to get a little bit silly here on YouTube. But you'll see more shitposty things from me over there. I uploaded a gold ship post from Umusume Pretty Derby, and it did pretty well in my opinion, and I was really happy about that because it took me 30 minutes to make that. It was really funny, to me anyways. So that being said, just that, yeah, you'll expect more meme shitposty stuff from me over there, on top of also talking about the occasional video game in the moment stuff, like the whole thing with Pirate Software and Stops Getting Games. You would probably see a TikTok about that from me on there. My stance is he's a dumbass in Stop Getting Games, but that he's just a dumbass on that, and I think he's egotistical and needs to sit down and think about how he's wrong. But I don't want to attack him. I don't know him. I just think he's wrong in this current situation, and I think he's mishandled a lot of other things. But I'm not going to get into the details and the nitty gritty in that, because I'm not going to be that channel that spreads drama. Even though I just did, I'm not going to be that channel. I don't want to be kind of an asshole to people. I'd rather just play games and have fun. But that's it. That's everything. It's a 12-minute video. I'm very sorry that took up so much of your fucking time. Genuinely, I was really hoping for this video to be short, but I get to rambling so fucking often. It's a bad trait of mine. I hate it. I've had this trait for so long, guys. I just ramble. I just talk about shit. I just be talking. Why? Why do I do that? I'm gonna go now. Thank you so much for watching and the support. I'm gonna go ahead and just put this in. I already have the DaVinci Resolve open literally in the background. I'm just gonna put that in there. Done. I'm not gonna edit this really, besides add some background music. So yay. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys soon, and expect some content to be released next week for sure. I'm gonna try and record and edit and have it ready by Saturday, but I'm not gonna guarantee that. I want to, not gonna guarantee that, because I also want to sit down and record a few other things as well, so I have a bit of a little bit of a backlog. Not a big backlog, but a little bit, tiny backlog. Right. I gotta go to bed in the next 20 minutes. So after this, edit, and then I sleep. So take care, everyone, and adios, and thank you for the support. All my social medias will be down in the description for you to click on if you so desire. Right. Later, guys.